Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to install and format an M.2 drive to your PS5. This is really important. You're going to need a drive that you know is compatible with your PS5. I've linked to a few down in the description as well. And if you're looking for it on your own, make sure that it's fast, a reliable and reputable brand, and 3, that it's probably around the 1 terabyte mark or larger. First, you need to power off your PS5 console and then unplug and disconnect the power and all of your other peripherals that may be attached. I've positioned my PlayStation 5 on the table here, so the I/O on the back is oriented upright. These plates are a bit tricky to remove. So if you're mirroring what I'm doing here, lift up from the bottom right corner while also pushing the plate toward the left and it should pop off. We'll reverse that motion to put it back on later. Now that we're into the PS5, we're going to take our Phillips head screwdriver and unscrew the heat shield cover right here. Lift up from the side where the screw is located and slide it off. There is another screw with a spacer here that we need to remove. So make sure you keep hardware in a safe space so that you don't lose it. Now we're going to take our M.2 drive and make sure any protective plastic wrap is removed, or if there's like a protective cap on the end of the connections, remove that also. Now this is very important. You'll notice on the connections that there is a little gap. Make sure you line that gap up appropriately and that the drive is not flipped upside down. So when you plug this in, you're going to want to push it in at a slight 30-degree-ish angle, and you'll feel it engage into place. It should feel pretty secure. Now we're going to take this spacer that will fit into one of those other 4 slots here, depending where the end of your M.2 drive lines up with one of those holes. So the spacer should sit on the bottom, the lip on the edge of the M.2 drive should sit on top of the spacer, and then you're going to want to put the screw on top of that to hold it down into place. All right, next step is to give this video a thumbs up. Gotcha. Now we're gonna move on to putting the heat shield cover back on and screw it back down into place. You're gonna wanna slide it in. Place the covers back onto the PS5 by sliding them back into place the opposite way that you used to get them off. And go reconnect your PlayStation to power and your TV or monitor. Please forgive the quality here. I had to record the screen because my capture card just did not want to work. Power on the PlayStation and you should be greeted with this screen to format the SSD. You take a few seconds, hit OK, and then it will show you how to change and move around your files. To double check, go to the gear icon at the top right corner of the screen, go to storage, and then you should see your M.2 and you should be able to see how much storage there is and configure how you set your storage up. Now remember, this M.2 drive is not for storing games long term. That's for an external storage device that you plug in, like a slower hard drive or something like that. This is for launching and booting games off of if you're running out of space on your memory that's built into the PS5. All right, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to, I guess, or watch one of our other videos that's popping up on the screen here now.